necessarily a tunnel boat race, but it is definitely an outboard race. And, the inboard guys have got a lot of their own races. There's not too many of these for the outboard guys. And it's the Archer Eade for 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, the flag drops. We are racing. And have a look at Jared Smith. Absolutely steps on it and charges out of the block, Scotty.
The Captain America's coming up really good on second position. Dave Meade's pillowing out thirds. And you've got two Impulsive picking up fourth and followed by Gravy.
Paul Whitten just out the back end there as he has been a good battle with Adam Smith as they exit turn number one. Jared Smith, he's got some power in this boat. He's just been pulling away from everyone all day, hasn't he?
The ex-Greg Banks boat, it's doing fantastic, mate. I tell you what, with the blue colour scheme, it's looking beautiful on the water.
Yeah, it's a beautiful livery on that boat. It really stands out. Just beautifully prepared and turned out and goes as good as it looks. And I tell you what, it's going to be a race for second and third, mate, because Jared Smith absolutely just standing on at the moment and pulling away from Darren Ridley into second. We've got Dave Meads running into third place in the Budlight. Then it's Adam Smith and then Paul Whitten having a nice little dice there with Smith. So they go down into turn number one for the second time.
Tell you what, Gravy's looking really good on the water. Coming out of the AFPGP, it's doing really good at the moment, but Dave Meads is obviously looking... Oh, we've got a lane swap here.
So, yeah, mate, I just saw Paul Whitten decide to get himself hosed off there as he trying to do the old crisscross and the double switchback, but he got himself pretty wet, but he kept going on with it. Six lapper, mate, so it's about durability as well. Jared Smith out in front, but he'll be listening for all the vibrations now.
He'd be onto it. He'd be listening to everything coming through his headset, making sure the crew's telling him what to do, who's around him. But I tell you what, Captain America coming up second behind him. He's got to watch his tail.
Yeah, so Darren Ridley, I'm not sure he's going to bridge that gap unless something goes horribly wrong with Smith at the moment. Dave Meads running in third place at the minute, running that 260 horsepower Mercury race engine, but he just hasn't got the pace of the two boats in front of him at the moment.
Nah, definitely not, unfortunately, but I tell you what, up in the top corner, Jared looks like he's coming through pretty good so far. Captain America just coming in behind him, coming up through the top corner. David Meads actually just turning into the top corner as we speak, as Jared Smith crosses over and down into the bottom corner.
Jared doing this clinically at the moment. He is looking absolutely spectacular. Got a little bit loose just coming through the start-finish line here. It's getting a little bit of that crosswash, Scotty, when you get that smooth water, but you get the wash from the boats and they just want to walk over that stuff. And Jared just had a little bit of a bite and a little bit of a hesitation. Wouldn't have bothered him, but the boat just the first time I've seen it look anything like unsettled in this race.
Nah, definitely not, mate. I tell you what, he's looking pretty good at the moment. As you said, he'll be listening to all the creaks, all the groans, making sure his dials look in the perfect condition for this race.
So another lap ticked off now. Jared Smith absolutely braining him at the moment, doing it in fine style. He's come over from South Australia to win this one, and he is here to race. He's absolutely flying. Captain America boats, great to have this boat back on the water, and great to have Darren Ridley back in racing again. He's driving this boat really well.
He is, mate. He's been off the water for a little bit, but I tell you what, he's driving it like a professional should be, and it looks like he hasn't been off the water for a day. David Meads pulling up really nice behind him in third position.
Yeah, as you say, mate, Darren's been off the water for, I think, 10 or 12 years. So great to have him back in the cockpit, and he's really charging hard.
Yellow flag.
Through. Yellow flag, mate, one to go. Jared Smith now on his final lap, and he'll have to make a big mistake or blow something up here. I don't want to put the commentator's curse on him though, Scotty.
Please don't, mate, because I tell you what, he's doing all the things right at the moment. The Captain America coming down almost half a lap down behind him is doing the best that he possibly can. David Meads just crossing the line, picking up his yellow flag at the moment, so he'll set off in his last lap.
Yeah, Davey Meads looking for some more horsepower out of that boat, just not on the pace here at the moment. Adam Smith doing a good job out there in fourth place in the older boat. As I said, a former winner of this race, that particular boat, in the hands of Don McClymont as Paul Whitten now goes through. But ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the winner of the Archer Eade for 2024, Jared Smith, too Impulsive, out of South Australia. Coming through for second place will be Darren Ridley in the Captain America machine. A great effort from him. That's nice hardware. A second place in an Archer Eade on your return to racing. Captain America.
Keep all the applause coming because here comes David Meads to pick up third position.
Onto the podium, Dave Meads in the Budlight racing machine. Great effort there from Meadsy. I think he's looking a little bit for some horsepower. Adam Smith out of South Australia will come through and pick up 4th place, and 5th place will be Witto in the gravy machine, Paul Whitten. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Archer Eade Memorial for 2024, brought to you by Donehue's Leisure. Never in doubt, Scotty.
Never a doubt, but I tell you what, Jared Smith, you've got to congratulate him. 8 hours in the car just to come over here. He wanted this race to start with.
Yeah, 8 hours in the car, you know, it's one part of it, but all the hours in the workshop. You know, he's been doing a lot of racing of late, and he's been preparing this boat, and he's right on top of his game. So he's going to collect the checkered flag, Scotty, and we'll get him over here, and we'll get everybody to give him a big round of applause.
Ex-Commodore of Adelaide Speedboat Club, so we'll be definitely doing an interview with him as soon as he comes back to the bank, ladies and gentlemen. But I tell you what, make sure you keep your hands clapping together because David Meads is just about to come past.
David Meads, ladies and gentlemen, 3rd place in the Archer Eade for 2024. Well done, David. Budlight Racing, and keep it going there. Darren Ridley, the Captain America. 2nd place for Darren Ridley. Great effort there.
Make sure you keep your hands coming together because here comes Paul Whitten in gravy. Yeah,
good job there from Witto. He's running the least horsepower in the field there. And Adam Smith, who did a great job to come in front of Witto as well. So great racing there from the boys. But ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as he comes past with the flag. It is Jared Smith, winner of the Archer Eade for 2024. Put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Jared Smith, to Impulsive, out of South Australia. And he'll do us some donuts. Give us some donuts, son. We love a donut. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Jared Smith to Impulsive, winner of the 2024 Archer Eade Memorial for Donehue's Leisure.
It's going to be a late night in the workshop for those guys tonight, I tell you what.
Which workshop's that one, mate? The bar?
The bar.
Well done, great stuff, great racing, and the Weather Gods certainly turned it on for us. And again, a big shout out the Victorian Outboard Club for raising over $200,000 for SIDS. And Jared Smith, we'll get him up here, we'll get an interview